Welcome back. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi received a phone call from the American counterpart, Donald Trump. Presidential spokesman Bassem Radi said that the call tackled an exchange of views on the latest developments of several regional issues of mutual concern. In this context, Trump stressed the importance of the fruitful partnership and cooperation between the U.S. and Egypt in achieving security and stability in the Middle East. For his part, President al-Sisi expressed the gratitude and appreciation for President Trump's efforts in enhancing the ties between the two countries. Al-Sisi also stressed the Egyptian continuous efforts, which aim at boosting the strategic ties between the two countries in a way that serves the interests of the two peoples. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi met with the visiting Greek Minister of Defense, Nikos Panagiotopoulos, in the attendance of the Minister of Defense and the Military Production, General Mohammed Zaki. During the meeting, President al-Sisi expressed keenness on boosting military cooperation between the two countries. The President hailed the current level of cooperation, whether on the bilateral level or as part of the three-way cooperation with Cyprus. The head of state referred to the ongoing military exercise Medusa 10 in the Mediterranean Sea off the coast of Egypt, with the participation of France and the United Arab Emirates. The President hailed the three-way cooperation among Egypt, Greece and Cyprus as a successful pattern based on the rational stances and the respect of the neighboring countries. He affirmed that such cooperation is serving the mutual interests under the relevant international laws and norms, with the aim of achieving security and stability in the East Mediterranean region. For his part, the Greek minister reiterated that the visit to Egypt reflects the growing level of the strategic cooperation between the two countries. He expressed the country's keenness to boost the bilateral cooperation at the military and the security levels, as well as the information sharing. The two sides exchanged views on the regional issues of mutual concern, as well as means of combating terrorism. And still with Egypt, the expatriates started printing the ballot papers for the runoff of the second stage of the country's new House of Representatives elections, ahead of sending them by mail to the embassies. The runoff includes constituencies in 13 governorates, in which the candidates will be competing for 101 undecided seats. The details follow.
Egyptian expatriates will be able to print their mail-in ballots on Thursday and Friday for the runoffs of the second phase of the country's House of Representatives elections. Runoffs will be limited to candidates running under the individual system who will compete for the 101 undecided seats. Up to 42 individual seats were secured during the first round, also 142 seats reserved for candidates running under the party list system were decided during the first round. The runoff of the second stage includes constituencies of 13 governorates. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs called on Egyptians living abroad who have previously registered to enter the official website of the National Elections Authority (NEA) on 3 to 4 December. They will be able to print and fill out the ballot cards, ensure that all documents are attached, and proceed to the nearest post office to send ballots to the Egyptian diplomatic mission in their country of residence. Egyptian diplomatic missions around the world are first to receive mail-in ballots over a period of 3 days until December 7th. Expats will complete the casting of their votes in the parliamentary elections through postal voting. The feature has been put in place in light of the exceptional measures taken worldwide to confront the COVID-19 pandemic. On Monday, the Egyptian National Elections Authority announced the results of the runoffs of the parliamentary elections first phase, which was held last month. It said that more than 5 million people cast their vote in the elections held in November with a participation rate of 20.01%.
Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli attended the inaugural session of a conference for announcing the 2019-2020 survey of income, spending and consumption. The conference, held by the Central Agency of the Public Mobilization and the Statistics, the CAPMAS, was attended by the Ministers of Planning, Solidarity, Internal Trade and the head of the Public Mobilization and the Statistics Agency. During the conference, Madbouli announced that for the first time in 20 years, Egypt is witnessing a decreasing level of poverty. Addressing the conference, head of the CAPMAS, Major General Khairat Barakat, said that the poverty levels retreated nationwide to reach 29.7% instead of 32.5% compared to a 2017-2018 survey. Minister of Planning and Economic Development Dr. Hala Saeed said that the state efforts to achieve economic reform coincided with the endeavors to improve the standards of living of the citizens. The Egyptian stock market indices fluctuated. The main EGX 30 index retreated 0.08%. The small and medium EGX 70 soared 0.32%. The more expanded index, the EGX 100, soared 0.27%, and the overall transactions and dealings within the session reached £1.37 billion.